Guys, I know it's a bit late that I am uploading this video, but today as I was lying down in my bed thinking about Boruto's latest chapter and about the upcoming chapter, a sudden thought came into my mind. That is actually a scene in the Boruto's latest manga where Amado reveals that he has an ally for Konoha, and how I think that the cyborgs that probably in the box that Amado has with him could be another Kawaki. And guys, this is just a theory video, so just don't go and start abusing me and all. Therefore, without further delay, let's begin.
Back from the dead.
Before I begin, I'd like to say that I'm not entirely reviewing Boruto chapter 60. Okay, so in the beginning, we see Kode's claw marks near Konoha, with Shikamaru and Sai discussing about those things. They already know from Amado that with the help of this unique ability, Code can travel instantly from place to place, which is quite similar to Minato's flying Raijin. Shikamaru states that this is no space-time ninjutsu, and as long as he has left claw marks, he can return to the place he has been before. And that's how he is getting to the newly made Ten Tails. Sai comes up saying that there are no claw marks inside Konoha, but four claw marks could be found near the outer wall, and it's unclear how long they have been there, and that there could be more marks too. Even though few teams are out watching for those, Shikamaru states that the other possibilities could be they are all decoys to draw everyone's attention. Ibiki later joins and states that the other villages has seen Code's claw marks also, but Code couldn't be found. Shikamaru seems to be a bit frustrated because it's taking so much effort to find just one guy, and hopes that he just stays with the Ten Tails. He knows that as Naruto and Sasuke's power source has been cut off, Code could actually take advantage of the situation to invade Konoha. We see Sumire worried about Kawaki because from the previous chapter, she knows that Amaro is planning on giving Kawaki his karma back, although it won't make him transform into Ishishiki because he is already dead. Sumire essentially becomes Amado's shadow. Amaro, however, says that he has no intention in doing harm to Konoha, and that he'll do whatever he can to protect his new home. He even reveals that he has a perfect ally for Konoha, probably a new cyborg that's kept in a container. A container quite similar to the one in which Kawaki was in when the ship crashed in Konoha. And here, guys, I'd like to talk about my theory. Being the container quite similar to Kawaki's, it could be guessed that it's Kawaki's clone, a brand new cyborg who looks just like Kawaki but actually is not. A kind of cyborg who Amado claims to be an ally of Konoha but might actually be corrupted. Maybe the real reason Kawaki doesn't actually want the karma, as we all know, he is scared to walk the path again. He is scared that he might harm his family, his loved ones, subconsciously. Maybe the fight we get to see in the future is with the corrupted Kawaki and Boruto, not the Kawaki we are seeing in the anime right now. Now the question is, who gets the karma Amado is planning to give Kawaki? It's inevitable that if the original Kawaki refuses to take it, the copy Kawaki might volunteer himself for it, and getting a massive weapon in his hand, the copy Kawaki's intentions turn evil, and he plans on joining Code's company, which would mark the fall of the genius Amado, and he will be the one responsible for the destruction of Konoha, as well as the rest of the world, if that's not what he exactly wants. Now, you people might be wondering that the karma that Ishishiki gave to Kawaki is comparable with only his and his body himself. So how come someone with just the looks of Kawaki take it? This is where Amado's geniusness comes to play. At this point in the manga, we know that nothing's impossible for Amado. If we look carefully the interactions with Amado and Kawaki, we could see that there aren't much communications between them. But Amado has always been watching on Kawaki from the very beginning of the series, when they first appeared. He knew where Kawaki's heart was going, so as a backup plan, he made the new Kawaki. So when the original Kawaki refuses the karma, he could implant it into the new Kawaki. If we see at the end of chapter 60, Kawaki states that he doesn't need the karma or whatever to protect Naruto, and that he has something else up his sleeve, which further confirms Kawaki's hesitation in getting the karma back. Anyways guys, I have made another video where if the original Kawaki gets the karma, why would he go and destroy Konoha and fight Boruto? So if you haven't watched it yet, I'll link it in the description down below. So go and check it out. Alright guys, this marks the end of my video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and press the subscribe button. I'll be covering more theory videos like this in the future. And for now, signing off.